Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the 2023 Buick Encore GX Essence. There's 3 trims you could choose from. Behind me is the highest trim, so I'm going to go ahead and review it for you guys and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood there is a 1.3 turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. It is connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 155 horsepower and 174 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are 26 in the city, 29 highway, and 27 combined. If you guys are curious about the color is called White Frost Tri-Coat, and it is almost an $1,100 option, which I think is very expensive. Anyways, this Encore has a good amount of packages. It does have the Advanced Technology Package, Convenience Package, Buick Experience Package, Power Liftgate, and the Safety Package. So, good amount of packages on this Encore. Coming to the front, I really like the design of this SUV. It is a nice small SUV, and by the way, it does come in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. For the front, as I said, it does look nice. For the headlight housing, it is very simple, but everything in the headlight housing is LED, which I like. Coming down, that's where the turn signal indicators are going to be, and they are not LED, they are halogen, but the fog lights are LED. The surrounding of the fog lights is finished in flat black. There's a little bit of chrome in the bottom. There is front parking sensors. The grille looks good. It is finished in gloss black, and there is this chrome trim. Buick badge is nice and big, or logo, and underneath it is the camera for the HD surround system this Encore has. And overall, I think the front end looks pretty good for a small SUV. In the bottom, this is finished in gray, and then there is this silver trim, and there's like basically a bottom grille in the bottom. And yeah, overall it does look pretty good. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Encore GX. Here is the side view of this Encore, and it does look pretty good from the side. It is definitely a small SUV, but it does have that sporty look. There is a sharp line in the back, and it does have 7.5 inches of ground clearance. On the mirrors, there is a camera for the surround system this Encore has, and it does have a blind spot monitoring system. And in the bottom, this is finished in gray, and the fender flares are finished in gray. And for the rims, the size is 225 55 18, so the size is very good, and there's a good amount of rubber. And yeah, overall I think the rim design looks good. And for the window trims, the bottom portion of them is finished in flat black, the top is finished in chrome, and on the roof there is a sunroof with some roof rails. And as I said guys, this thing looks pretty good from the side. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back of this Encore GX. Here is the back of this Encore, and it does look pretty good from the back. For the taillights, they do have a nice style to them, nice and simple, but not everything right here in the back is LED. So the running light is LED, and it does look good. The turn signal indicators are halogen, and the reverse lights are located in the bottom where the reflectors are, and they are halogen. Here is the Buick badge, rear wiper, and there is a camera up there. When I go inside this SUV, I'll go ahead and show you the 3D or the surround view this Encore has, because it is very nice. Encore GX with the all-wheel drive badges all the way to the left. As I mentioned, there is a reflector in the bottom with the reverse lights, and the bottom portion of the bumper is finished in gray, and there's parking sensors back here. I love the chrome, and there is this silver trim all the way in the bottom, and does look like it has like fake exhaust tips. So Buick tried to make it look like that it has some exhaust tips back here. And yeah, overall I really love the design of this Encore from the back. Here is a key. It does look good. It has a really nice light weight to it, but it does feel nice and solid, and I really like the design of it. Here is the unlock button. Power liftgate. This is part of an option, so double click on this button and the liftgate will open. Here is the lock button, remote start, and panic button. And I love the chrome on this key, and you could actually remove the physical key inside of this key. Let's go ahead and open the liftgate. You could open the liftgate 3 different ways. There's one on the key, one on the tailgate itself, and one inside. It does open nice and quick. And up here there is a handle and a button to close the liftgate. And there is this privacy cover. So when you close the liftgate, it does go down and it basically covers this area so no one could see what's inside of this SUV. Right here on the left there is a nice bright halogen light, but I really wish that there was another light on the right. And overall the space is decent for this small SUV. And in the bottom there is the spare tire, the jack and the jack tools, and a good amount of space next to that spare tire. So if you want anything, if you want to store anything in the bottom, you definitely could do that. There is a nice small cubby right here on the right, and a small one on the left. And there's some tie down right here, some tie downs around this trunk, but there is no 12 volt. I really wish that there was a 12 volt. Here is the door handle, and a little bit of the door handle is finished in chrome. It does have a button on it. This button will take care of locking and unlocking the SUV. For the front door panel, it does look alright, but I really wish that Buick tried a little bit hard for $39,000. This top portion right here is nice and soft. Door handle feels nice and solid, finished in chrome. Door locks, memory seats, and for the window switches, mirror controls, everything looks alright. I really wish they had some brushed aluminum on them. Sadly, only the driver window is automatic up and down. I really wish that everything was automatic up and down for $39,000. This is nice and soft plastic. I love the double stitching, decent amount of space, trunk release spine or tailgate release spine. And here is a speaker. For the seats, they're nice and comfortable, wrapped in leather. Design looks good. And here are the seat controls with lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Buick and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Buick Encore GX. It does look pretty good from the inside. It is nice and spacious, and I really like the seating position. The windows are nice and big, and steering wheel is wrapped in leather. It is a small steering wheel, like the ring overall. It is nice and small, and yeah, it does have a really nice feel to it. And on the bottom there is some brushed aluminum. Around the buttons there is some brushed aluminum, and on the left there is the safety features. So the adaptive cruise control, heated steering wheel, and the button to set the gap. And right here on the right there is the phone controls, voice command, and a few controls to control this 4.2-inch screen. You could go left and right, up and down depending on the menu. Gauges look alright, very small gauges by the way, but they do have a really nice look to them. On the left there is the turn signal controls with the high and low beam, and the automatic high beam function. On the right is the wiper controls for the front and back, and here is the engine start stop. And I love the gloss black. The design of the air vents look very nice. I love the chrome. And in the bottom there is the headlight controls, fog lights, and here is the headlight controls, brightness control, and you can adjust the heads-up display from here, info button, and the brightness control of the heads-up display. And by the way, the heads-up display is part of the advanced technology package. So let me go ahead and actually adjust the heads-up display. So you could bring it up and down, and you could bring up the brightness up and down as well, and you could turn it off, basically put it back in. Let me go ahead and bring it out. So a very old school heads-up display. Right here, air vents look good, and I really like this trim. And this right here does have some softness to it, but it's hard. And here is a screen. It's an 8-inch screen. It does look pretty good, and it does have the HD surround view, and this is part of the advanced technology package, which I think is worth the $1,800 price tag. So backup camera, front camera 360, a lot of different angles. You can see the rims, the front to the back, and just a very nice system overall. And down here there is few controls. There's a back button, volume knob, and a home button. And then coming down, the climate controls are very easy to use. Auto function off on, AC, sync, so it is a dual climate control. Fan speed, there's an LCD screen. This Encore GX does have heated seats, but I'm not sure what's going on with this right here. I'm not sure why they're not working. But coming down, there is wireless phone charger, and there is one USB Type-C, Type-A, aux, and a 12-volt right here. And there is an SD card reader, and right here there is a good amount of buttons. There is the engine shut off, so when you come to complete stop, the engine will turn off. All-wheel drive button, lane keeping assist, traction control. This button right here is for parallel parking and perpendicular, so let me go ahead and show you. I think I have to have it in drive for this. So as you guys see, and you could choose left or right, so the SUV will basically park between two cars. And this button right here is the parking sensor button. This is finished in gloss black. 2 cup holders, nice and big. And here is the shifter that will control the 9-speed automatic transmission. It does have a low gear, and it does have plus and minus, so you could basically control your gears. And I really like this. It is wrapped in leather. I love the stitching. Here is the e-brake, a nice deep storage place. This is a little bit on the harder side. Inside there is a tray, and if you remove it, there is a very good amount of space. It is nice and deep. I really wish it was a little bit wide, and honestly I'm not a big fan of this tray. I'm not sure why they included this tray with it. I really wish that this tray was attached to this door. It would have been nice, it would have been easier. But yeah, seriously, very impressed with the interior of this Buick. It does look good, and it is a small SUV, but from the inside it does look nice and spacious, or it feels nice and spacious. Mirror is frameless, and it does have a few buttons underneath it. Those are not for the garage controls. Those buttons are for this digital rear view. So you could click on this button right here, and then you could basically bring up the brightness, bring it down. You could zoom in and zoom out. You could go up and down, and I believe left and right, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it doesn't have that feature. But anyways, let's say if you have a lot of stuff in the back seats and you can't see out of the back window, you could turn this on, and you could basically see who's behind you. And this camera is located right underneath the third brake light. And up here there is the OnStar, SOS, some halogen lights, but they're very, very bright. A switch to turn off and turn on the lights, a button or the switch to open the panoramic sunroof, and a button to open shade. It is one touch. Garage controls, and it's not really a big panoramic sunroof, but again, this is a small SUV, so that's why it doesn't have a big panoramic sunroof. Let's go ahead and open the sunroof. Let's see if I could open it more. So this is the max it opens, but it does open nice and quick, which I like. And this is hard. Inside there is good sized mirror with nice bright LED lights. And the visor overall, it does feel nice and solid, and it is big. Here is a backdoor panel, and the backdoor panel looks the same as the front, but Buick definitely cheaped out back here. So this top portion right here is plastic, but I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks like it's soft from far away, but when you knock on it or touch it, this is plastic. Door handle feels nice and solid, a little bit lighter than the front. Here is a window switch. Love the double stitching. This is nice and soft. And a right storage place in the bottom of this back door. Plastic in the bottom, and there is a speaker. For the back seats, there is a good amount of leg room, and the headroom is pretty good. And the seats look good. I love the double stitching, double white stitching. And back here there is an armrest, nice and soft. 2 cup holders. I really wish they were a little bit deeper, but I'm glad that there is cup holders back here with an armrest. And inside there is no air vent back here, but there is one USB Type-C, and an AC outlet, so you could plug a laptop back here, which is very nice. And that's how the front of this Encore looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2023 Buick Encore GX. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Luke here at Buick GMC in Wallingford, Connecticut. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.